The music industry makeover.
Hey everybody, Joanna Lauer here. As a singer, an actress, and a Christian, I know just how important social media can be. It's a place where you can network and connect with new people, keep in touch with friends and family, you can promote your business and even spread the gospel. But social media can also be a place of negativity, stress, posts and images that believers just don't want to see. The solution? Savior Connect. Savior Connect is a brand new social media platform specifically designed for believers. Much like other social media sites, you can create your own free profile, add pictures, posts, and links, all without having to worry about seeing worldly images and messages. Savior Connect is the place where believers from all over the world can get connected. To create your profile, go to SaviorConnect.com today. Savior Connect, the Christian social network.
We are superheroes. We have superpowers. We stand tall like Avengers Tower. Super. We are superheroes. We have superpowers. We stand tall like Avengers Tower. I'm about to take off with this verse now. Hey, super drippy with this sauce now. Hey, it doesn't matter what it costs now. Hey, we winning souls cause they lost now. Hey.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Hey, it's another segment of the Music Industry Makeover. Hey, DJ Ronnie Ron, along with D-Ray, the producers in the house. What's going on, brother?
Hey, man, what's good, man? I was vibing to that track on that skate night, man. I was like,
That's right.
You might hear that again. That's dope. I like that.
I'll send it to you, man. It's my man Jordan Armstrong. My God, hey, I'm telling you.
I like that. I like that a lot.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what we need right there. You know what I'm saying? That straight ministry heat. And yes, this Sunday, okay, on the 22nd of August in Newport News. So come on out. All right, all you skaters out there, let's get your skate praise on. Let's do what we do. Oh, yes. And again, this is the Music Industry Makeover up under the umbrella of the Music Industry Networks, LLC. And again, we're a marketing promotions company where we create platforms and we control the exposure. All right. We put you in front of the right people because that's what we're all about. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so go ahead on and check us out. Go visit us at musicindustrymakeover.com. Okay. Again, thank you to all our advertisers and sponsors out there. Thank you so much for what you're doing. And hey, we would love to have anyone else that would like to join us. Okay, come on, let's make it happen for sure. And go ahead and follow me on Linktree right there. Okay, everything I got going on, you can go check it out. Linktree, all right, DJ Ronnie Ron, and hey, would love to serve you. And D-Ray, the producer, go ahead and follow him. Hey, anything you got coming up, man?
I got a few things coming up, man. I need everybody to follow me on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, and that way you can get some Soul Resurrection music content that's coming out real soon.
All right, Soul Resurrection is doing it, making some moves. So hey, you all go ahead on Get plugged in right there. Oh yes, man. Well, hey, again, this is the music industry makeover. So I believe we'll probably have some more guests coming on here. But if you have any questions or comments or so as we talk about the industry and then just different things going on and give you all some tips or so like that, and just to see you win, because again, this industry has changed a lot and there's a lot going on out there. And you definitely need to be well aware of what's going on. Also, hey, I forgot to mention, hey, myteamstrades.com. Go and check them out, all right? That's all I can tell you. Go and check them out. Hey, you will be surprised, okay? So again, myteamtrades.com, dealing in trading. And so, hey, go out and learn a new skill because you never know. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
you never know. In this climate, in this economy, you just never know.
Come on, man. Hey, it's about pivoting in life. You got to pivot in life. Bottom line.
You know what? And I know we're Christians and we're believers here, but I saw the announcement that if you heard a bunch of cries and screams and whatever earlier today, OnlyFans announced that they was going to stop doing all the pornography in October.
Yeah, I saw this. Yeah, I'm like,
it was like, oh no.
I'm like, okay.
They were like, oh no, but hey, it's all about the pivot.
Pivot. Hey, if not, you're gonna drown in the sea of change.
I need you to find your God-given calling. So.
Find your calling. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Find your lane, especially if you're in business or you want to be in the marketing promotions business, whatever, you have to find your lane. Even in music, you know what I'm saying? What style of music you want to do, who's your audience, you got to find your lane. And
the thing about finding your lane is I like to make movie analogies because I love movies so much. It's like in the movie Gladiator. Think of yourself as a gladiator, and basically the crowd is going to decide whether your music lives or dies, whether your career lives or dies. And
that's a good point.
You might say, "Oh, I'm an anointed singer," or "My mama said I was an anointed rapper," or whatever. But if you get out there in the Coliseum and the crowd is like off with your head, you're gonna have to go back to the drawing board. And as far as I'm concerned, that's fair.
Man, fair. Good example, man. A great movie, by the way, classic movie, and a good example. You know what I'm saying? Because again, if the audience, the people are not buying your music, all right. I mean, what else you gonna do? Are you gonna keep making the same kind of music?
You're gonna keep making the same kind of excuses. Is it gonna always be somebody else's? Oh, I never got a fair shot. Oh no, you got a fair shot. The people just wasn't buying what you were selling. You know what I mean? And so it's happened before, it'll happen again.
It never fails. You can't skip the process. Bottom line, okay, you got to put it out there. You have to put it out there. And again, you're taking a chance. There's no sin in taking chances. All right.
That's right.
I mean, again, everybody is an individual. There's 7 billion people on this earth. Okay. Not everybody's going to like your stuff. Simple as that. So I don't care how anointed. Right. Yeah. You can say this is very anointed. Seriously. So, yes, you got to put it out there. Now we got a couple of things we want to talk about. Like I say, you all spread the word up there. Give Music Industry Makeover. Real quick, definitely want to say prayers, sending prayers and loves out there to those who are dealing with this COVID. It is variant. Definitely, I know some personal people that are dealing with it. Chris and Tanya, lift y'all up in Jesus' name. Touch your body. My brother Kevin DJ 5000 as well. Man, yes. Hey, this is no joke. What you said, D-Ray, somebody.
I want to send some prayers and to people who've lost loved ones over the past week. Special. That's my daughter, y'all. There's a special shout out to Main Man. He's a spoken word poet, podcaster out of Triad, North Carolina. Sending prayers up to him, his family. This COVID thing is nothing to play with, y'all. So we're not out of it yet. And the truth be told, we haven't been out of it.
We
So,
haven't been at it.
you know,
No.
you got to use, you know, this is the time that you know, forget the nonsense, forget what you think and whatever. This is the time that you have to rely on your discernment. You know what I mean? You got to really, really seek God and ask for wisdom in going to some of these events.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I understand we want to get back to normal. I understand, you know, you don't like being cooped up in the house, or you want to go to the movies, or you want to do what, but it's not worth your life. It's not worth your life to put on an event or to put on an event and kill somebody else. It's just not worth it. We got to start using some discernment, man. We got to start using some good sense, you know. So shout out to everybody that's out there that's suffering and sending prayers up, man.
We definitely send prayers out there. Wear your mask. Hey, for us when it comes to the vaccine, again, better use some wisdom. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. I mean, I know this has divided us a lot, unfortunately.
It's crazy because it's like, you know, and I'm speaking from someone who survived COVID. Okay. I'm speaking as someone that, by the grace of God, my wife and I, we survived COVID. And so I don't take it lightly.
Right.
I don't take it lightly at all, because I know what that felt like. I know what being up at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, catching your breath, praying to God, okay, is this it? Is this how I go out? You know what I mean? And so I don't take that lightly at all. But what I am saying is you have to use some discernment now. You know, this is more than music. This is more than the music industry. This is your life, you know?
Exactly. And again, you have to pivot in life. You have to shift. Okay. Virtual concerts. Bottom line, virtual concerts. Forget about coming live in person. Seriously.
You know, and like I signed up for two virtual conferences that normally I'd have been trying to go to. I signed up for 2 virtual ones, and I'm gonna be happily in front of my computer, you know, with these virtual conferences. You know, I'm still wearing my mask. I still got my hand sanitizer. You know, because it's not a game out here.
It's not a game out there. Exactly. What's up, I Rock? Straight Ministry Heat. Yes, facts. Most definitely. It's not a game out here. Okay. And again, regardless if it's gospel or not, God gave us common sense for a reason. All right. This again, you got to learn how to pivot. And if not, hey, it might be your demise, unfortunately, if you are unwilling to change.
And not only that, it might be the demise of somebody else. You might just have the physiology that you go out and you can carry COVID in your body and pass it on to somebody else, and they go back and kill their whole family. Now, do you want that kind of blood on your hands because you decided that you wanted to get back to normal before it was time to get back to normal? You know, I know we're going far from the music industry right now, but I mean, it's something to really, really talk about, y'all. That it's, you know, you got to use wisdom, man. Really.
Wisdom is the principal thing. Yes, exactly. Hey, what's up, brother Ray? Said, bro, I've seen Pat concerts, conference revivals of folks with no mask or no social. Well, hey, that's just straight ignorance.
That is precisely why these numbers are going back up. That is precisely why, you know, the mask mandates are coming back. Hold on just a second.
Yeah, and hey, again, guys, hey, you all have to definitely take this seriously. I mean, again, you want to sing in front of people. You want to, all right, we understand your ambition, okay, but the fact is now you could do it in a different way. It's just not like how it was, and maybe for a season. So learn this virtualness.
And I think, you know, it's kind of one of those things where, you know, I don't know. People are, like I said, people are trying to get back to normal. And they're trying to get back to normal quick, because the thing about COVID, the thing about being locked down is when, you know how people have a tendency of running from themselves. You know what I mean? And running, you know, so you go to work and you bury yourself in work or bury yourself in whatever. When you're on lockdown, you got to deal with a lot of stuff. So I get it. I understand it 100%. However, once again, you know, this stuff is not playing. You know, and now kids are getting it. Little kids are getting it. You know, we had some young people in our ministry that has had to come home and are under quarantine now. And so, is it really, really worth it to go out? And if you know, is it really, really worth it to go out without your mask, without any precautions? Are you really, really that brave? You know, so you got to think about it.
Got to think about it. Again, this is the music industry makeover, and we just, this is we try to tie this into the music industry because, again, there's ways. If you have a fan base, then this pandemic, this shift really wouldn't bother you so much, really, to be honest with you. All right. Your fans will still find you because people love music. The universal thing that connects us is music. All right. And so again, you if you already have a fan base and you continuously build, this is the perfect way to build your fan base is virtually online. Simple as that. Put on these concerts. All right. Yeah, charge $5, whatever, such and such. Hey, again, there's ways of generating wealth, income. There's people that are actually doing it, and because they're putting in the work. Right.
I mean, there are many. There are at least 40 some ways that you, as a content creator, as a songwriter. Now, if you're just a singer and you don't really write your own stuff, then you got to find some other creative ways. Okay, so how can I? Maybe I could charge people to sing, on a track or to sing their song for them or something along that line. But if you're a writer or a producer, now is the time to get busy and to start, getting all them revenue streams that you can get your hands on.
Correct.
And not just solely relying on, I got to go do this show. I got to do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? So,
we said,
you
said Garth Brooks canceled his concert here of a $30,000 revenue here in Charlotte. Hey, again,
well, see, that goes back to what DJ Ron just said. Garth Brooks can do that because why? Because all of the Garth Brooks fans are going to find him when it's over. Not only that, but they're going to appreciate the fact that he was even more responsible enough.
There you go.
To say, you know what, y'all stay home because I don't want y'all sick.
There you go.
You know what I mean? I have yet to see any of these gospel concerts that people are putting on get canceled because the promoter or the artist said, I don't want y'all getting sick.
No, I haven't seen it. No, I don't think I've ever seen the gospel concert. No, these jokers running this. Hey, even having these conferences and everything.
Right.
It's like okay.
Right.
Hey. So what's your motivation? Man, come on. Hey, again, y'all talk to us. What's going on out there, man? I mean, it's just all about being smart.
And look, and I guess I'm a little bit bitter, a little bit brittle when it comes to it because I had it.
Hey,
you know what I mean? I had it, and it was horrible. My wife had it. It's horrible, and we're both content creators, and my wife's a teacher.
Wow.
It's just like I can't believe how irresponsible some of these people are being. I just can't.
Man,
it's just you don't want that. You don't want it.
Again, that's selfishness. That's selfishness.
Selfishness and ignorant.
Ignorant, I call it. Ignorant. So concert scheduled in Hampton. Okay. Yeah, well, good. Okay. It was an outside concert too. All right. Well, hey, I mean, again, you have to look at your surroundings and what's going on. Are you that selfish that you want folks to watch you perform your music that bad that it's going to endanger someone else? And no, that's not Christ-like. I mean, hey, seriously. And I'll go as far as to say I don't think even God is even in it. To be honest with you, He gave us a brain for a reason. Okay, sing His praises. There's ways that you can sing His praises and be safe at the same time.
Right.
All right.
Absolutely.
Seriously, use some common sense. So, it's real out here. Danny had posted something. He was in a clubhouse and was talking about for us when it comes to promoters, radio promoters, or so. And
boy, This one right here gonna step on some toes.
Oh, really? Uh-oh. Hey,
man.
Well, say a hit dog will always holler, right? So
That is what they say. That is what they say. So I don't know if I even should mention his name, but it's probably one of the OGs of gospel music. I'm gonna leave it at that. One of the higher ups in gospel music basically said, and I'm paraphrasing, that the biggest con in the music industry right now is radio promotion. And he said that because you have a lot of radio promoters who lack the relationships with these radio stations that are charging exorbitant amounts of money, and they don't have relationships, and they don't have connections, and they basically are in the same boat as you are in as an artist. The radio station don't know them, and they don't know you either. You know, and you're paying this person, and you're not getting any results. Now, wait a minute. What was that chill that just went up my spine? Oh, we're in the presence of greatness.
The beats. Jesus beats.
We're in the presence of
greatness.
Wow. This was like when Thanos came, when he first got set foot on the earth. Lord have mercy. He said, I'm coming to do it myself. What's going on, man?
What's going on? How you doing? How you guys doing?
What's going on, brother?
Great. Yes, the one and only Jesus Beats. And here's Thanos' daughter right here. Simone is in the house.
Thanos' daughter? What did I come in the middle of?
You had to see the movie. I'm sorry.
Not Gamora. Not Gamora.
Y'all are stupid.
No, man. No,
we bugging.
But on the real, Simone, it's good to see you.
Yes,
good
Simone.
To see you too.
Eshe music in the house. Yes.
But getting back to this subject of what this gospel legend said about radio promotion, I'm gonna just put it out there. What does everybody think about radio promotion as it stands today? Because there are a lot of people that are giving radio promoters a really, really bad name, with a lot of fraudulent things that are going on. You know, like you have some people that are promoting radio stations that have a listening audience of about 5, and they charging people hundreds of dollars, you know, for spins that never happen. And so I just want to go ahead and put that subject out there and what we think about it.
Interesting. Well, I've said that they're pretty much the money that they spend on radio promoters is for the relationships, for the connections, you know, if they are genuine per se. But again, for us, how can you really get tangible results from it? I think it's rather difficult, you know, unless the DJ or the music director or program director likes the music and it fits their format. You know what I'm saying? How really can they determine, all right, hey, this has been a successful campaign run?
I actually heard of an artist recently. The currency is either time or money, right? I heard of an artist recently who really wanted to be played on radio. She wanted to get her name out there. And she did it by spending the money. She spent a ton of money. And she got on radio. She was able to perform at the Stellar Awards. Her music is not popular. She didn't get a bunch of new fans. What she did get was some name recognition, and she got people showing up to her website and stuff where she sold her clothing line. So she has put herself out there on radio and at the Stellars and everything in order to really sell her clothes. She's not really selling her music. Her music is not really moving per se. She's selling clothes, you know. But
found a niche.
Yeah. So she's not. It's like if you have a ton of money, it can be done. You can get your name out there, but it takes a buttload of money.
But that's the thing, though. First of all, it goes back before you guys jumped on. It goes back to the comment that I said about being a gladiator. The public decides. Okay, if you get to listen to the music, then the public said that. Okay, all right. Does this song live or die? Oh, the music dies, but I like the clothes. Okay, then great. You were out there in the marketplace. You basically got what you paid for. You know what I mean? But the problem is that you have some people that don't even get that, and
Yeah, I think
how
most
you
people don't. They don't
right,
have that kind of a strategy, right? She
right.
had a strategy, right? She had something to sell besides her music that
That's
was
good.
going to recoup the money that she spent. But if you don't have anything, any other revenue stream other than your music, you don't have clothes that are popular, that are really, chic and unique or interesting, that people are going to want to buy or anything like that, or any other product that people are going to want to buy, then spending a ton of money just to get on radio is not going to help you.
Right. Reggie here. I will make a comment. Joshua says that if a radio promoter doesn't put the artist in relationship with the stations, then it's money wasted. And,
Absolute facts.
True.
yeah.
That is true.
Yes, very much so. Reggie said he has experience in being as an ex-program director. He knows how it works. And I guess he asked the question to you. Do you think that artists made her money back out after
she did?
Yeah, I thought yeah.
She did.
Oh, she did.
did.
Okay.
She was able to make that money back, and it's because she had high quality merchandise, like real leather bags and jackets and whatnot, she had good stuff. So that's the only reason she was able to make her money back. But so many artists out here are wanting to go and get radio promoters, but there's nothing really to back it up. The radio promoter is going to send your music to different stations. They're going to basically trade on the relationships that they've built over the years, trying to get your music out there. But like I said, it takes a ton of money in order to do that. This particular artist is a real estate investor, and she used the money from that in order to get herself on radio. So
question
is flipping houses and whatnot, and doing, buying whole deals and stuff with properties.
I wonder how good her music is. So too, that's another thing.
I just know her first song. Her first song was awesome. I really loved it.
Oh
well, once again,
I just say
if you could sell a leather bag before you could sell a MP3, then that goes to show you exactly what the music is like. It's like, I don't like the music, but I like that bag.
Yeah.
Well, or she didn't have an engine behind all the radio play and the stellar appearance, but to push her music. She didn't push her music. She pushed the merchandise,
which was smart. That's very smart of her.
I mean, if that's what you have, okay. But if you're trying to get your music out there into the ears of people, then you need a different strategy.
Joshua says, I think radio promotion goes side by side with media outlet promotion. It should be a part of your strategy, not the entirety of your strategy.
Absolutely. Just like with streaming, streaming shouldn't be your whole strategy. It should just be part of your strategy.
Very much so. Definitely. Wow. Hey, you definitely dropping nuggets here. Beach man, what do you think, man? Next thing, based on the earlier question.
yeah. Get out here in this water with us, Thanos. You over there smiling?
Just don't snap your fingers.
Oh man, everybody going.
Hey, that's a hit. It's a hit record.
Yeah, man.
Don't make me do it again.
And I am DJ Jesus Beats.
Hot 316.
For me, well, personally, I'm still learning it too, because I usually get a lot of for me when I'm dealing with Hot 316 Radio, I get a lot of artists that would hit me up that are independent artists. They usually hit me up when they're getting nominated for an award from an award show that I'd never heard of before. And it's, the categories would be like, best hip hop artist of the year, holy hip hop, and you don't know none of these people. But, all of to say, I had one artist that hit me up and they were like, yo, did you get my music? Because I was checking to see if you played my music on your station. So I never heard this artist this artist came to me like a thief in the night. It was like Nicodemus coming to Jesus. So open the darkness. But so I went and did some research, checked my emails and stuff, and I said no, I never heard of you before. I never didn't have your music, and they paid X amount of dollars for a radio promoter that was saying that my station was on the list, and according to some other stations, because the artist was a rapper, a Christian rapper. And of course, when they sent me their song, I was like, no, it's not going to the station. But no, I mean, I give them an honest critique and everything like that, and just tell them what they need to work on. But I was like, man, who did this for you? And they wouldn't give me the person's name, but I was like, well, let me tell you something here. They got all your money because they paid like 8 stacks for this person. And they were saying they were trying, and then they said they were going to give it on Radio 1. And I told them, I said, oh, God bless your heart, because Radio 1 is not going to even touch your music. Radio 1 does not go. I'm a Radio 1 DJ, so I would tell you unless it goes in the hands of D Stone, DJ Dex, DJ Mercy, and DJ Mr. Watkins, we're it's not, or even DJ my goodness, DJ Soul out of on Urban One up there in DC. So unless it gets into our hands, that's playing the music, it's not going to be on there. So but I mean, but that's just like I think what Joshua said and everybody said, it's a strategy that you have to do as an artist. You got to do a lot of research, and my encouragement to all the artists is you got to do some research yourself. You can't always put all your eggs in one basket and put your trust into this one person that you don't know from a can of paint. That's and thinking problem. That this person is going to get you on all these stations. First and foremost, like radio is a political world, and especially terrestrial radio. It's a political world. Programmers and PDs get fired left and right, and they will wipe. I mean, this last year they wiped from Radio 1 to iHeart to Cumulus. They wiped. They clean the shelf on people. Right. And so when they bring new people in, and now they try to do like automated, like pretty much it's like a jukebox, right? And people voice tracking, and then you got I'll run 5 stations, a country, hip hop, and R&B station, and all these other stations, and I'll be sitting in my house in a bathrobe, doing voice tracking for this station. Coming up next, you got such and such and such, and it's like 10 seconds, and it goes right into the song. So and I'll voice track for a whole day, and then go and drink coffee or whatever, and and do my business. But that's how people are in radio. So, but I encourage artists to go do your research. Just check with these stations and know that your music has to be BDS tracked before they even want to touch your song. So if you're not BDS tracked, they ain't touching it. They got to know that your song could be matched up with any other song out there on the radio land. So you better. The best thing is give it to a DJ. Give it to some. I don't care who the DJ is. It could be DJ Scratch and Sniff, DJ Holy.
Yeah. Is it? DJ Sugarfoot. Hey, if y'all got any questions or comments out there, feel free.
DJ Sugarfoot.
You say what? Reach your block, then your hood, then your subdivision, then part. Exactly. That's the way to get your music out there.
And build relationships. Build relationships with everybody that you can possibly build a relationship with. Build a friendship, because you don't know the person that you might be talking to might be a person that God has already put in position to help get you into the right position. So a lot of times we blow off people because we think that they're not co-signed. And I get blown up all the time. I'm not trying to be. I don't toot my own horn, but I don't even brag about myself that much. But I always have artists that say, well, you're not co-signed by this artist and that artist and that artist. I'm like, well, I don't need their co-sign.
Amen. Amen. Exactly.
I want to say this. I feel like, we talk about radio so much because maybe it's radio people that are controlling the industry per se. And so we feel like we have to talk about it, and artists feel like they have to be on radio in order to be successful. I just want to say that is not true. You do not have to be on radio in order to be successful in music ministry or in your music business. or in the industry per se, you are not a failure if you don't get nominated for somebody's award. You are not a failure
that you paid for,
if,
but go ahead.
right. You are not a failure if your
I'm just
music
saying.
is not played on radio. So
Yeah.
you are not a failure if
You're
you
not a
can't get
failure.
into your car and drive down the road and hear your song on the radio. Okay, I just want y'all to know that.
That's good.
We need to
That's good.
stop
Now,
looking
let
at
me
radio as the be all end all
let.
of success in music.
I had to stop you right there, Simone.
Drop the
Stop.
mic.
No, pick that mic back up.
No, I was just saying that in a good way.
As a producer and as somebody who has been in this business for a very, very long time, to you artists out there, I get it. I really, really get it. And what I mean by that is there is no sensation like being in your car and hearing the song that you recorded on the radio. It's just nothing like it.
I'm sure there is nothing like it, but if that doesn't happen, that doesn't mean you failed.
No. What I mean by that is that artists are still looking for that validation. I will say this. If it doesn't work for commercial radio, there's always college radio. If it's not college radio, there's definitely internet radio.
Yes.
Internet radio.
A future.
Some of these internet stations are tracked.
And and a lot of these internet radio stations are tracked and
friendly to indie music.
They're friendly to indie music, and you can do some research on these indie stations. You can find out who their provider is, and you can find out how many listeners they have. But it goes back to doing your research, doing your homework. You know what I mean? So go ahead, DJ.
No, D-Ray, you spoke on it right there. That is the truth. I don't even care how digital we are right now. Artists still like to hear this song on any type of radio station. And I'm on a local FM, low power FM station here in our city. And we've been on there for 5 years. And of course, like we start playing a lot of the independent artist music. They'll send it to me on a Friday night instantly. Now I make sure, I screen it, but once I play it, they just go bananas. I had one group out of Atlanta. They went and screenshot the whole thing, the whole video, and put it up on Instagram. And it was like, and I didn't realize I was the first person to play the song. I wasn't really looking to be the first. I just played it because it was hot at the time. It was an independent artist group, and they loved that. I mean, it's just, but you know what? That's just, but it just goes to like Simone was saying, it's the truth also, because artists, your music is everybody has a music that's made for a certain type of audience, and everybody's music can go to a certain length in a certain place. Your music might not be on my station, it might not be on certain people's cup of tea, but you just have to reach out and build a relationship with those people who will do it. And I will say this from the hands down, the number one source still to this day that will get your music farther than any social media streaming site, from Spotify to Apple Music to Tidal to YouTube, will always be the DJ.
Yes.
Because the DJ will always have, there are countless record pools, and I'm a part of like 5 of the biggest record pools out there, where they get, these DJs get the exclusive music, and these DJs are from around the globe. And I've seen DJs in Zambia to the Far East, to the Philippines, that will get the same song from a certain artist, any type of artist, whether it's, even the gospel side. We have 2 Christian record pools, from UGM to ours at XRP record pool.
XRP.
And we got DJs that are not Christian that are members of us. And we started seeing what they were playing over in the clubs in Germany. They're playing, they got a hold of Kirk Franklin's We Win with Little Baby. And that song was being played almost everywhere. Dietrich Haddon, they started playing Jordan Armstrong, My God, over in Okinawa, Japan. We started seeing DJs, and a couple of DJs in Okinawa started playing the song. And I was like, wow, and these are not Christian. They playing in the Marine, like in the military clubs. And
because it's good music.
They're on the Armed Forces Radio Network playing it. And I was like, whoa, I didn't know that they were, they had a radio network over there like that for the military. But
Oh yeah.
So we've seen some stuff that, I mean, we got DJs on pretty much every radio station from Hot 97 to now we got, to the Radio One stations, to the iHeart main base stations out there, from every station you can think of, from hip hop and R&B to even the grown folk station. People like DJ Tony Tone, DJ Sean Blue. We got whole lot of us DJs that are on radio stations throughout the nation, from the coast to coast.
Right,
And
right,
so we have,
right.
whether we have a syndicated radio show or whether we have a program that's on for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, but we are getting a hold of the artist music, independent artist music, and we're playing it on the air. And so my encouragement to all the artists out there, just realize that you might not see what you want to see right then and there, but just know that if you get into the hands of a DJ, I don't really care. Like I said, it doesn't matter what the level of DJ skill is, but if you get into their hands and they're on a radio station, I guarantee you there's going to be 5 or 6 other DJs around the world playing your song in unison somewhere. And
there you go.
Facts. Facts.
Awesome.
And I agree 100%. I also say, for independent artists, do your research and do these DJs a favor. If you know DJ Jesus Beats specializes in Christian hip hop, don't send him quartet music.
Right.
Actually, like this, I do take all styles of music now. So I take quartet. I'm not gonna play it on the stage. Well, it depends. I play on a radio show, but I take quartet. I take praise and worship. I take any style of CCM. I take bluegrass. I've taken Christian pop. We got the overseas artists now, so we're taking a whole lot of music. And before I used to just take a certain style, but now I've become more diverse in the gospel and Christian side of music. So if you got a bluegrass group and you just want to send it to us, because there is somebody that I know now that's in radio that plays that style of music, and we get it to them, and we make sure, hey, did you have this one from Bobby Bland and the Bouchers? And
hey, but you know what? You just brought something, man. Just said something there, man. Because again, you got DJs are basically like PR, so it's like, you paying a radio promoter, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could pay the DJs not to play your music, but again, to even service your music, because DJs do talk. So,
hey, Joshua's in a good mood tonight because the Patriots are winning.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh, oh, that's right. Hey, preseason. That's what's up.
but yeah, that's what we are. We are the curators of music now, and
right.
So a lot of us are listening to a lot more music. We listen to different styles, and we share amongst ourselves in the DJ community, along with other people on the podcast, the radio show hosts, and even people in the music. So we we talk about it, and we say, okay, you know what? Have you heard about this artist right here? And then then we share to like shows like the Big Red radio show. We have
Big Red. Yeah,
Big Red.
Big
Red that covers pop and hip hop and everything like that. Then we get a chance. I get a chance to talk with Mike Couchman over at Boost 95.5 in St. Louis, which they got almost 6 different radio networks from Fayetteville, North Carolina, all the way up. So they're multicast and all over. So we work with them. Of course, you got Hot 95.9 with Tim Wolf down there in Orlando and Daytona Beach and Deltona and Tampa. They got all these different frequencies now too. So they're we work around and try to work with everybody just to kind of get the music.
So pretty much that's where you need to put your money at, invest in your money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, I'm just throwing out an idea because you're going to need money to promote your stuff, bottom line. So make sure that the person has the backing or the credentials to take on your music, if that's what you're trying to do. All right.
I mean, like, for example, DJ Jesus Beats, totally certified DJ. Totally.
Mm-hmm.
I've listened to the guy talk. I've watched him when he wasn't knowing I was watching. That's a DJ you can invest in. He's not the one I'm talking about. Ronnie Ron. I'm not talking about DJ Ronnie Ron. I've sent so much music to him just to get his opinion on, just to say, hey, man, what do you think of this? You know what I mean? And vice versa. I'm talking about the DJ, though, that, you send your music to, and they were like, "Well, I'm not going to even give you my opinion until you hit my Cash App." You know what I mean? You hit my Cash App, I'll give you my opinion. Or you know, you pay me $600 and I might give you 100 spins a week. You know, those are the DJs that I'm telling independent artists you need to steer clear of fast. You know, and it's oh, okay, go ahead.
No, you're good. No, you're good. No, I'm just saying, like, you know, we warn them to stay clear, but it's like these same artists will go out there and spend, like I said, $8,000 to a radio program or somebody that say they're going to get your music out to all these stations. And so my thing is like this: for artists, you just got to shop around, and you just have to build. Once you build relationships with people that you can honestly know that they're going to do their job and do your research. Go check their Instagram, check their Twitter, check everything you could possibly check to see what their history looks like. Now, even if it's a novice DJ, now if they say, "Hey, hit my Cash App up and I'll give you a," well, it's a business for them. So if they're going to make money off of it, then you got the option whether you want to choose to use them or and get an honest critique, or you can go and get on Rapzilla and get paid to get critiqued by on beat music. So it sounds
like what it is that you value though too.
Yeah, it's just like, but what you're saying is true. It's like I do try to get artists to stay clear a little bit from that, because I really believe that there's so many of us. There's DJs that I haven't even heard of yet, but I've seen that they're underground, but their names are starting to come out there, and they'll do the same thing. So you just have to just do some research. You can Google Christian DJs. You can Google top 5 radio stations or whatever you can Google about whatever type of style you're looking for, and then if you do that, you'll be able to find. Google will help you out, and then you can go from there and just like I said, Instagram works, TikTok works now. I mean, Twitch. You got so many.
Man. Again, this is Music Industry Makeover, y'all. Any questions that y'all may have out there? Again, got 11 minutes or so, 12 minutes. Again, want to thank those who have jumped on board with us and tuned in. Again, we want to see you all win in this industry. All right. And if you get taken advantage of, then it's really your fault, unfortunately, because you have to do the work. You have to do your due diligence. Okay. I mean, and don't come with the handout, because them days are over. I mean, everybody has a story now. Okay. This is my story. No. But yeah.
What kind of money was that?
Yeah, I know.
That's bot. That's Filipino money right there. Dude.
I was like, what is that? That's special.
That money will get you a pack of gum.
I was about to say that's special Thanos money right there. But no. While Ron must be having some technical difficulties, but one of the things that I shared a video with him. Joshua. Ask somebody if you weren't sure. I shared a video with Ron in our group chat earlier. It is a scene out of Lord of the Rings, and it's the scene where they have to go into the mountain of the dead, and they're getting the army of the dead, to go fight for for the city. And the ghost says the way is shut, and it is shut by those of the dead, and the dead keep it. And I shared that with Ron, and I was like, I think indie artists feel that way sometimes when they're coming against these gatekeepers and they're trying to get their music out. Because a lot of times it's not a DJ Jesus Beats or a DJ Ronnie Ron or a Joshua that they're running into. They're running into somebody that's a non-believer in some cases. In some cases they're unscrupulous and they're unethical, but they are in positions of power in the gospel industry. And so it's really, really hard to say, to pivot when you're up against that. It's almost to the point of don't even go down that road at all. And that's not fair to a lot of the real genuine DJs out there. Yeah. But nowadays, if you run into that a lot, it makes more money to fortify your Spotify strategy and your social media strategy and just avoid radio altogether, and so I'm just gonna put that thought out there for you guys to discuss.
Well, just like Simone said, I mean, you could be successful without radio. Okay, but you have to believe it. You have to know your value.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, so ultimately it does fall on you as an artist. All right, how do you view yourself? And first of all, if you're a gospel artist, whatever, you should be praying, ask the Lord to give me direction which way I should go. That's you know what I'm saying. That's the main thing.
That's right.
So, hey, again, this is the music industry. This is a business. All right. Again, you have to learn how to pivot. You have to shift. And as we were saying earlier, you know, again, with this COVID and so start doing virtual concerts. All right. I mean, it is what it is. Don't be so anxious that, okay, yeah, no, I just want to be in front of folks because I want to feel the love. You know, it's, hey, yeah, you're going to be feeling something else more than that, or might not be feeling anything at all, unfortunately. You know, I mean,
and you know what? I want to say something about that, you know, because it truly isn't about you feeling the love. What's going to happen is when you are giving to your audience and you are sharing what you have in order to benefit them and edify them, you're gonna feel that love. It's gonna come back to you, but you have to be willing to give first. You have to be willing to put yourself out there first. You know, so many. I asked an artist a week ago or so to tell me about his new song. And he said, well, it's on Spotify, it's on iTunes. I said, is that about the new song? Tell me about the song.
Wow.
What's it about? Where did it come from? Every song just about is on iTunes and Spotify and wherever else. But that's not unique about your song. You know, tell people what's in it for them. WIIFM. Remember that. What's in it for me? That's what everybody wants to know. What's in it for me? Tell people how your song is going to make them feel. What are they going to get out of it by listening to your music? Because if you can't do that, there's no point in them listening to you. I mean, there's so much music out there. Why should they care about your music?
And don't say yeah, right.
Mic drops.
Right. And don't say you'll be blessed by it. No, that's not what we're talking about. And
how am I going to be blessed? What's so blessed about your song?
I know.
Right. Like Spotify, you know, the big thing now about Spotify is getting on a playlist, right? You want to be on a playlist. You want to be on a popular playlist. You know how you get on playlists? You have to set a description of your song. You have to tell a backstory. You know, for why does this song matter? Why did you write this song? What inspired you to do this? You know what I mean? And those are the songs that have the story, the compelling stories that say, you know what, this needs to be on this playlist. Yes. You know, if you don't have that, then maybe you don't know your art well enough in order to get out there. You might need to, you know, figure some things out first.
Right. Yeah. You don't know why you're doing this.
This is what Simone was talking about, Josh. If you listen to a song today that reminded him of a special moment in his life, can your song do that?
That's
your song, you know, artists, it don't matter what you're independent or well known, your song has to be able to speak life into people.
Yes.
And right now, what we're going through, I mean, we've been going this for almost a year and a half, not just the pandemic. We got all this stuff going on. People
pandemic, people losing jobs, can't get together, people, family members in the hospital, and you can't go visit them, and you know, it's people are in a tough situation right now. Can you speak to that? Don't just say I wrote a song because I'm having a hard time about the pandemic. Everybody is. What's your story?
What's your story? Exactly.
Perfect. Yeah. Perfect example would be I see William Stokes is on here, Quiet Storm. We released a song called Live and Not Die. And my wife and I finished writing that song after recovering from COVID. You know, because we had to have that attitude of we're gonna live and not die. You know what I mean? And we put that on the description of when we released it on Spotify and got on 3 or 4 playlists because people could relate to the fact that surviving COVID, just like, you know, taking your medicine and rest and whatever, it's your mindset. You know what I mean? You got to have a positive attitude. It's that kind of story, it's that kind of relationship that people are looking for. And, you know, the days of being the mysterious artist Those
Yeah,
days are
those days
over.
are over.
Those days are over.
Yeah,
True.
You know,
Long.
especially as an independent artist.
right? If you can't write a backstory for your music, you better hire somebody that can.
Yeah,
Yep, that's true.
Preach that. Preach that.
Facts.
Come on now. All right.
come
No
on
So,
now.
cap.
Tell the who, what, when, where, why.
come
Tell me the
on.
story.
Definitely, definitely. Hey, y'all, this is the Music Industry Makeover as we drop some nuggets here for you all. Hopefully, you all have taken these gems and hey, run with it. All right. Again, it ultimately falls on you as the artist. If you say this is what God calls you to do, or so, you got to do your due diligence. Get out there, work it, learn the business. All right. So you don't get taken advantage of, because God sees all, but He also gave us a brain. He gave us common sense, and we need to use that for a reason as we go after His guidance by the Holy Spirit. Now, Simone, you have something that you have going on or that's upcoming. I don't know if you want to speak on that or so, or you
Well, I am I'm launching my
hey Lawrence.
Christian Musicpreneur Club. And it's basically a membership for independent Christian recording artists who want to be part of a community where they can share and collaborate with each other, get some training on how to market their music and build their fan bases and systemize so that they can make some money, get some things going they can receive, where they get motivation and connection and community. We do co-working sessions. I do trainings. I have other people doing trainings. And then I also do like live Q&As. I'm doing like coffees and chats with Kevin James, where we get together. Oh, and then I'm also offering a free, it's included, it's not free because you're paying for the membership. It's what's included is a monthly session with me. It's a monthly 30-minute session where I sit down with you one-on-one and we can talk about your ministry, because, you know, the trainings and all that stuff are great. But if you want to know what to do for your specific situation, then you want to be able to talk to somebody about that. I am a coach and mentor for indie Christian artists, and I'm here to help. Go to the website, eshamusic.com/family. And you will learn about that. Yeah.
All right,
Simone,
then.
Simone,
Hey,
Simone,
one of the best.
Simone, I actually was building you up before you got on, and I told people, the exact same thing, that if you're starting out, and Simone is the perfect person to walk with you, you know, especially if you know, because it's real lonely when you're an independent artist and you're just starting out. And
Right.
so, you know, to have somebody there to say, hey, what do you think about this? That's an excellent person.
There it is. Hey, very professional, guys.
Thank you.
So go check it out, shamusic.com for sure. All right. DJ Jesus Beats, tell us, man, hot316radio.com, man, what you got going on and things.
Yeah, I got a new project coming out with me and DJ Right Jesus, DJ Sean Blue. It's called It's Hard Being Lonely at the Top.
Hey, the top DJs, yes.
I decided to leave the group already.
New edition. No,
I got a lot of stuff going on. Of course, we're working with the Hot 316 Radio. Been rebuilding the station again. It's a lot of work with internet. A lot of people don't. I've been working with a lot of other and behind the scenes. I'm usually like a behind the scenes type of person within the last year or so. I've been working with some of the other guys who've been trying to start their own internet radio stations, trying to give them the ropes on what to do. Working with other independent artists and just sitting down and talking with them, going over their music and just really just talking to them about what they need to do and pointing them in the right direction with producers and people like that I personally know that can get their music the right sound and even, you know, out the ground. And of course, working with our record pool. It's like 4 of us that own XRP record pool. So we've been constantly getting music in and screening the music and stuff, because, you know, we got to screen Christian hip hop music now.
Yeah, isn't it crazy?
They be dropping the N-bomb, F-bomb, all that stuff in the music.
In Christian music.
I don't understand that.
I don't understand
that. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Either. Understand that either. That is crazy.
Yeah. Josh, I saw Josh said he missed the live streams, and I'm working on that. It's just my schedule has been a little busy. Of course, number one schedule is dad, so with my
That's
boys
it.
and stuff like that. So, but mostly
Oh
it's
yeah.
just I'm working on different videos and stuff that we're trying to work in to kind of help a lot of the DJs, artists, and everybody out, giving a lot more encouragement. So I had to go back into my war room and start saying, okay, you know what? Let me start speaking life into what we do.
Right.
We hear a lot of negative talk. I mean, even from the clubhouse stuff, from the gospel, the CCM, and everything. I've been hearing a lot of negative talk. It's time to speak some life into there. People need to hear, like even the
Love
artists,
it.
they need to hear some like with Shay Music, what she's doing, what Simone's doing. It's the same thing. You're trying to counsel and educate our artists and out there to understand that there is a doggy dog world. And so, like, when I leave out here, you just the last tip I'll give to any artist out there is you gotta learn how to fall flat on your face, and you gotta learn how to fail. And I know that's
Right.
something that no one want to teach nobody, but I teach people that you got to learn how to fail. You got to learn how to deal with constructive criticism. You
Right.
got to learn how to deal with people who are going to tell you that your music's not good. You got to learn how to realize that you're not going to see the numbers and the stats and the audience that you were looking for as an independent artist when you first start off. Sometimes you're going to have to just you got to put God first, and you gotta give God, you gotta let God lead you and give you a confirmation on where you need to go. And some people that you might want to be around are not going to be the people that God needs you to be around. He might put you
Ah.
there for a moment so you can understand what the wolves in the sheep's clothing look like and how they act and how they behave, so that when you're ready to be around the people that's going to speak life into you. And that's who you need to be around. You need to be around Christ-like minded people.
I was
Artists,
looking for a mic to drop.
artists, if I can give anything to any
You have
artists
to
out
take off
there,
them headphones.
don't rush your music. You
Yeah.
see Kanye West taking his time with his music. That's the reason, because the song title, the album title is named after his mama. So what better way to release a project that was named after your own mama? You wouldn't want to rush into excellence. So take your time with your music. Have fun doing it when you go in the studio. Don't rush anything. And most of all, put the gospel back. Let's
Yes.
share the gospel. We
Yes.
A
need the
word in
gospel
it.
back into
Say that.
in this music. We need people to
Yeah.
we need to win some souls.
Come
People
on.
need it right now. This pandemic, all this stuff, people arguing over masks and all this stuff. Everybody's afraid to go outside over the COVID and stuff like this. But we have forgotten about the power of prayer. We forgot about what it's like to honor God and let God lead and guide you. So that's just my take on it, y'all.
Preach.
Just I love y'all. I want y'all to do your music in excellence. Don't worry about all this other stuff going on out there, and get as much information you can from everybody in here. Get as much information you can. Pick people's brains. Just pick it. Get the breadcrumbs and learn how to roll with it. All right, that's it.
Man, I love it. I love it. Put Christian back in Christian hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Come on now. Yes.
Hey.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Gospel or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Exactly. Put the gospel back in
which is
gospel
my new
music.
album. My new album's called "I'm Cussing for Jesus." So
Oh, goodness.
Oh boy.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey.
CWA.
And with that, it is time to go.
CWA.
Yeah, Christians with attitude.
the first single's titled "Bleep."
And I'm gonna do the remix, Bleep for Jesus.
I bet you it'll sell out. Man. Wow, man.
Man,
Great job there. Great job. Hey, nuggets right there. D-Ray, any last words, bro?
Real quick, if I could piggyback on what Jesus Beach just said. I had a friend of mine in college that taught me how to play chess, and her strategy was simple. Once I teach you the pieces on the board, we're gonna keep playing, and I'm gonna keep beating your butt until you come up with a strategy to not lose anymore. Right? And I got beat night after night after night after night because I had to get in my mind to develop a strategy to beat this person. Right? This is what the strategy that you have to have, like what he just said. You got to get in a position that, okay, if I went this way and I got blocked or this didn't work, okay, I'm gonna come home, I'm gonna reload, and I'm gonna go back that way. If and you got to have that mentality, because if you get knocked down that first time and you don't get back up, then it wasn't in you in the first place, and you need to go and find something else to do. Period.
My. Wow. Oh, well said. Hey, these nuggets that's been dropping on you. So y'all know my thing. Hey, remember, you matter in the kingdom of God. So don't compare yourself or your ministry to anyone else out there. Just do what God's called you to do, and you'll be just fine. Okay. Hey, again, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us on the Music Industry Makeover. All right. We look forward to definitely some great things. And hey, hit us all up. Okay. Hey, again, we want to see you win. All right. Well, God bless you. Stay safe out there, and peace. Yep.
I want that T-shirt, DJ.
Hey,
It says, how can I pray for you?
I want that T-shirt.
Yeah, it's on Amazon. Amazon.
It's
on Amazon. You get off of Amazon.
Trying to take over the world.
Yeah, I just found one on Amazon because you can never find, like, everybody has T-shirts, but their T-shirts will be too tight or they just be too short, or But this one was I found this one off of Amazon. I just searched on Amazon. It was on there. And,
how can I pray? Wow, that's good.
How can I pray for you? I was looking for that because I saw somebody in Walmart wearing a shirt that was similar to this, and so they said I got it from Amazon. So I said I just went and searched, and I had to do the reviews and make sure that it was the right one, because you'd be getting them bootleg shirts and you'd be itching and stuff, and then
you're like Wish.
Yeah,
no, Wish
the last shirt I had, I wore it one day and it had all yellow stains underneath there, like.
Well, this right here is a good quality shirt right here. Go Dolphins, baby. Yes. All right. And we'll end on that note right there.
Hit the end button. Where's the end button?
Now for football. Yeah. You know it. All right, y'all.